Cheers, guys. Welcome to the live. My name is Rich Guzman. Anastasia will be with us shortly. So welcome to the Inner Circle coaching call with the Super Affiliate Network. And we're excited about tonight. We're just rocking and rolling here. It's been a great month, exciting. A lot of people getting results, a lot of brand new people just getting started and taking action and, going through the boot camp and just making things happen. So it's been a very exciting month for the company and for us as well. So we're really excited. So just wait a few minutes for people to get on. It'll just take a few moments and we'll shortly get started.
Here I am. Wear my glasses.
What's up, Billy? How's it going, buddy? And look at who just walked in the door.
Yes.
Anastasia.
I'm wearing your Gears of War t-shirt.
I see you've been.
Look at that.
She's been.
I'm going through his laundry.
She's taking my clothes.
Hey, I make this look good, man.
I can't disagree with that.
Hi, everybody. Hello, Super Affiliate Network family. How you doing?
Amber, how you doing? Awesome.
Here's
So,
dope.
give it a few moments for people to get on. It'll take, let's see, about 3 more minutes probably.
Did you share in the community?
No, because I was talking.
Okay, let me do that right now.
She's going
quick.
to share in the community.
Yeah.
So, hair is getting long. Ooh, man. All right. So we're going to talk about some very simple, basic principles. Printables.
That's
That's
okay.
funny. Some basic principles we're going to talk about that are really going to really help you move forward and build your business and have results, more importantly. And my sister's calling. I can't talk right now. Yeah, you should have called earlier.
Yes, we're going to talk about basic what? Principles?
Yep. Our voice has been froggy ever since we got that flu, man. Just
Fight through it. We just fight
Crazy.
through it.
crazy.
Turn off your phone.
I am. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm working on it right now.
I'm like, nobody better not call me either. I'm going to put my stuff off too. Turn off your phones. Any distractions, please. There we go. Phone's off. We're getting none but your undivided attention here. I just shared the Inner Circle live on the Super Affiliate Network community Facebook group. And if you're seeing this right now in the Facebook group and you'd like to participate and engage, head over to the Super Affiliate Network fan page and give it a thumbs up and a like. There you go. That way you can always participate in the Inner Circle. And, if you got a question or something and we're doing Q&A, you'd be more than glad that we can actually see your comment and your question and we can answer it for you. So, awesome. Awesome, guys. Good crowd.
My phone won't turn down. I don't know what's going on.
Awesome.
I'm trying to turn on my phone.
It's off.
There we go.
Just put it to the side. There you go.
I was
Focus.
trying to turn it down. When
Focus.
Hi, Renee. David Starr, welcome.
David. Amber. I see Amber.
Amber
Yeah.
is in the house.
What is going on here?
Don't you like it? It's very becoming.
It's like flowing in the front.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
It's starting to get that nice shiny glow.
No, it's very soft.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're just loosening up, guys. You know that.
Hi, Bonnie.
Okay, so
Hey, don't mind if our voice goes hoarse in the middle of this because ever since we got that flu, it's been like our voice has been like, "Mrrr." It's crazy.
all right. So what do you want to talk about?
Well, are we ready?
I believe so. Look at the time. 9:06.
Cool, perfect
Yeah,
timing.
let's do it. All right. So guys.
So what I want to do is I want to talk a little bit about Well, first I want to talk for a little while till about 9:30, and then what I want to do is we haven't done this in a while is take your questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is gonna be open. This is gonna be good.
So, would you like me to start? Or would you like to start?
Yes. Go ahead. Start.
Okay. She liked me to start.
Yes.
So
Go ahead.
I will
Start.
start. So basically, guys, the topic of the day is energy in, energy out, right? So what I mean by that is, you get what you put into, and what you do is what you get out of it. Okay? I was just having this discussion with somebody earlier today, and we were talking about how, like, the more that you do something, the more down the road everything starts to catch up, and results start to happen, right? Because somebody told me, well, if I'm putting in an ad and I'm not getting, my return on investment right away, I said, well, you're not supposed to get your investment right away. Not the way it works in internet marketing. You get a percentage back. And what's important is the back end sales. But I hope that was covered.
It was.
Because that would have went off.
It's covered. Look.
Yeah. No more water on my computer.
No.
So anyways, energy. No, it's true because this would have went off.
No, it's okay.
And we wouldn't have had no.
I dropped my bottle of water.
All right. Well, you have my computer, man. Now I have the right.
Come on, go.
Anyways, so whatever you're putting in there, putting out there, guys, is what you're going to get back, right? So, and the person asked me, okay, so if I'm not getting my full return on investment, what is it that I'm getting? Well, what you're going to get is, of course, commission back, but it's on the back end sales that you make most of the profits. So I kind of showed them, I showed them my back office. And I said, you have to understand something. You see this right here? They were like, wow. Pretty cool. Well, that's what's happening from the months of prior work. It's happening right now. Right? The big team that's happening right now that we're growing, it's getting bigger and bigger, and it's just constantly growing.
Yeah.
It's because all the work that was done in 2016. You see how it works, guys? People expect to get the results like immediately or right away. And that's not the case, right? That's why I always reference back to the compound effect, the compound effect, the compound effect, right? And think about this, because I also learned this recently, this past week. Your conscious mind does not have the ability to reject anything. You guys, are you getting what I'm saying? Your subconscious mind does not have the ability to reject anything. Your conscious mind does, but your subconscious doesn't, right? So let's say that, back in the day, you grew up, you were young, you were a child, you know what I mean? And as you grew up, you became a teenager, you became a young adult, and then you start to see life as it really is, right? During that whole process, your subconscious mind, okay, because all the stuff that's going to your conscious, you had a choice to reject it or accept it.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're young, all you can do is accept it. So when you're accepting this stuff, it's going to your subconscious. And your subconscious is forming what your brain thinks about everything right in front of you, right? So think about what I'm saying here. So because you have no ability to reject these things in your early days of life, it's programming you to be a certain way, right? So now as you're older, you're wiser, you're more mature, you look at things and you can say, I can reject that. I can make that decision to accept it or reject it, okay? So let's say that, for instance, you're doing solo ads with some vendors, right? And the person, you do a 200-click test, like we talk about, and then all of a sudden your results are like freaking horrible. Horrible. You can either accept it or reject it, right? Because some people, they think, well, it was horrible, let me do it again. No, don't do it again, right? Just a quick example. You can reject it or accept it. But as you're growing up and you're learning things, when you're young, you can't reject those things that are going to your subconscious mind that program you to the person that you become before you start entrepreneurship. Okay?
Wow.
You guys feeling this?
Wow.
Okay? This is very deep stuff. It's a lot of mindset stuff here. But it's so true. So true, guys. All right? And I learned this through Bob Proctor because I'm always following Bob Proctor, understanding how the mind works and why we have the ability to create vibrations, right? Energy we put out, what we get back, right?
Yes.
So your vibration is everything. Taste, feel, touch, think, everything's vibration. So when you're actually doing something, applying something, it's vibrating. You're vibrating. So what you're putting here goes here in the subconscious mind in the back, right? So now you are in a new path. You're on a new journey. And as you go through this new journey and this new path, you're starting to reprogram yourself. So now that you're reprogramming yourself, how long did it take you to go through that programming? Quite a few years. So you can't expect overnight to unprogram yourself. You can begin the process to unprogram all the yucky stuff. You know what I mean? It'll always be there, but now we have the ability to accept a new way of thinking, a new way of working, a new way of living, a new way of understanding.
Yes.
We have that ability now. And I always talk about awareness. So if we are aware of that, why don't we accept more? We just purchased a new course, right? We've been doing Instagram. We're starting to get sales through Instagram right now. Pretty cool. Leads are still flowing in consistently. Had to stop the ads we were running on Facebook for Instagram because the opt-in rate dropped low, right? We talk about testing and everything else like that. Now we purchased a Facebook course from one of the best couples in the market that has made multiple 8 figures. And I mean, they're just ridiculous. I mean,
That's right.
They built their whole foundation, their whole business, everything on Facebook. So we purchased a course. Me and Anastasia are going to be going through that course and learning and growing. Now, why did we do that? Because we accepted to do it. We accepted it. We could have rejected it, right? Or we could have accepted it. So what we did is we accepted it. And the first, it's a live training course. It goes once a week. And our first session starts the 28th of February this month. So I'm telling you this because we decided to accept this challenge. It's a challenge for us because we've done Facebook and we've done pretty well, but we've never really dived in a complete Facebook course. I'm talking about complete.
Like
we've done little bitty ones here and there, but
beginning to end.
yeah, like the meat,
That kind
potatoes,
of thing.
like
Yeah.
fan page, paid, everything. So we figure if we accept that and we put that into our conscious mind over the next 90 days, 6 months, a year, no matter how long it takes, we don't care. You see how we think? We don't care. We don't, we don't say, oh, we're not getting results right away, and it doesn't work. We don't do that. We accept the responsibility. We go through that journey and see where it takes us, right? That's how we do things no matter what we do in our business. And we accept that responsibility. So by doing that, we're starting to reprogram our subconscious mind to build our business, okay, in other ways as well. But if we rejected it, here's what would happen. The old paradigm, right, the old way of thinking will pop up. And we would say, oh, well, it's probably not going to work anyways. Facebook is hard. It's difficult. It doesn't work. You're just going to get banned. Something's going to happen. That was the old way of thinking. The new way of thinking is possibilities, endless possibilities. What else can we accomplish? What else can we learn to grow and teach and do and learn from, right? And just create another level of success and keep growing. You see how I'm talking to you? This is how I program my mind. This is how I program my subconscious mind to completely change and transform into another person. right? So I want you guys, when you're taking a challenge and when you're doing something, okay, I want you to accept the responsibility, accept it, right? Don't let the old paradigm come up and reject what is possible for you down the road. Because you're reprogramming yourself right now as you speak. By me talking to you right now, you're taking this into your conscious mind. And when you take it in your conscious mind, it starts going to your subconscious mind. So when you wake up in the morning, you're always thinking about the new paradigm, the new way of thinking, the new way of doing things. It wasn't easy for Misha, I'm sure, in the beginning when he was failing.
Yeah.
Remember, he failed. I mean, he failed, right? And what did he do? He never gave up. He kept programming himself for the new way of thinking, the new paradigm, new paradigm.
And the thing
new way
is,
of thinking.
the awareness comes from like everyone who's a part of the Super Affiliate Network are here because one man refused to fail.
Yes. You know?
You're here because somebody fucked up a lot of times and figured it out.
Yeah, pretty
Why
much.
are you complaining?
You know? So understand,
Yeah,
everybody goes through it.
everyone,
Look,
including us.
I just like,
Yeah.
I can say, I failed a few times with some Facebook ads that I ran. It was going good for a little
God,
while.
we didn't even have a breakthrough
Right.
until like
Then it started going down
last
again.
year. You know?
So
Yeah.
what am I going to do? I'm going to reinvest into my intellectual capital once again.
Yes.
And keep learning, okay? You know, going through the obstacles, not letting it, bother me, right? And just learn from it and grow. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Fear is what stops you. And what fear is an unknown presence that simply does not exist. It goes into your subconscious mind and controls your conscious thinking.
Yep. And the more power you give to it, the more vibration you keep feeding it and thinking. That's just the same fuel that you're using. You should be using that fuel and switching it to empower you, not be able to take away your power in your belief. You want to be able to use that to fuel the fire that burns in you to keep going forward. Case point example, we have a new pro in the Super Affiliate Network, Chrissy. She went pro. And she's part of the 30-day video challenge that we initiated for the second time. And she's this one she's doing.
Yes.
And through her journey, she actually was contemplating over and over in her head to go pro.
Because she invested in other things before.
Exactly.
And didn't work out, and she felt like, what if this doesn't work out? I'm sure she was thinking that.
Exactly.
And she's afraid of what people were thinking as well. But the other side of her, which is a new paradigm, was thinking, you know what? What if I do this? And what if I learn more? And what if I grow? I mean, look, I did win in the competition. I never expected that to happen.
Right.
So that lets me to believe that I do have the ability to accomplish things.
And that she can do it.
I do have the ability to be an entrepreneur.
Yes.
Why should I listen to anybody else but myself?
Absolutely.
And that changed everything. You know what? She's like, you know what? I'm ready to go pro right now.
That's right.
And when she did, I talked to her today. She is so excited, right? Because in pro stuff, we, our team members, we share other stuff as well. And we help people grow as an entrepreneur, as an internet marketing, digital marketing business, because we believe digital marketers are more strategic. So that's why we teach strategic type of stuff. So look at all these hearts and, oh my God, they're like, wow. They're like, oh my God, hearts and likes and like.
That's right.
I love it.
And Chrissy is there in the comments, and she's saying, I love you guys, And the thing about Chrissy is the fact that let her be an inspiration to each and one of you who are just getting started with affiliate marketing, who have never made a single dime online. You've been reading books all your life about how other people are making money online, yet you haven't really experienced it yet. And here's Chrissy in less than 30 days. She was rocking it, and she already's gotten sales. Yeah. And I think she's like at about 13 already, and she's doing phenomenal.
Yeah, and I want to add that Chrissy, she don't have much money.
No.
But She had to become resourceful
She sure
as far
has.
as driving traffic every single month.
That's right.
She had to become resourceful in going pro. She figured out a way. You see? Entrepreneurship, people find ways to do things and make things happen. At the time of limited resources, at the time of limited thinking as well. Because it's always the old paradigm that's always trying to overshadow the new paradigm, right? Which is the old way of thinking
Yeah.
versus the new way of thinking, right?
Right.
Because we are in the information age. We are in a digital economy
Right.
that exists
At
right
the-
before your eyes.
At the time when we were limited on our resources, when Super Affiliate Network was being born, and we got started within the first month of the company launching, you know, no one really knew who the Super Affiliate Network really was until, you know, the word got out.
Oh,
as,
we
as new
Yeah, we-
beginners and people who just never made
we
money
went on
online.
Facebook.
we were on fire,
we were
and we
everywhere.
just kept, we ran with it, and we
Yeah.
did what we had to do. And when it came to us going pro, at the time it was called VIP. That was the name of it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
now
remember
it's
that.
changed to pro.
Yeah.
But when we were doing it, you know, our coach Jean Pierre Lebereau came to us and said to us, you know, now's the time for you guys to really step it up a notch, and you need to go pro. And you know, you need to, you know, figure out how you're gonna come up with $2,000 and do it. And Rich and I looked at each other like, ooh, you know, pro?
Shit, we
Uh,
just spent money on this other
we
company.
just spent $2,000 already on the other side. Like, how are we supposed to do this, right? And then we were like, you know, we looked at our bank accounts, and definitely we didn't have it. We didn't have the money there. It was zero. And so we were looking at our bank accounts like, shit, how are we supposed to go pro? And then, you know, I looked at Rich, and I remember, and I started thinking of possibilities, not focusing so much on the lack of, because it was zero in my bank account, but I was looking at the possibilities, like where can the money come from? Because money can be moved around, right? You can move money around if you know how to do it.
Oh, yeah.
So we were moving money around, and we were like, nope, still not enough, not enough. Next thing you know, I realized that it wasn't the fact that I couldn't find the money, it was the fact that I had to be resourceful. So when I thought about it, I'm like, that's right, I have my income tax coming. Yep, my income tax will be here soon. I'm going to put every cent of it into this.
And if you're in the States, it is tax season, guys. So if you're getting something back and you want to go pro,
Yep,
we did it. As a
Yep.
matter of fact,
yep, that's what we did.
I always was the one to invest in all internet marketing.
Yes, tell them. Uh-huh,
So this time, I wanted her to invest.
that's right.
That, hey, keeping it real.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did was, I said, you know what, hon? Because we were thinking the same thing. I didn't tell her. So
You were surprised when I did
right,
it.
I was like, wow, I was just going to ask you about that, but cool, right?
Yeah.
So I said, I want to make this fair. I am going to, because I was getting my taxes back. When I get my taxes back, I'm going to give you half of what you put in.
So we work as a couple.
She struggled
Yeah.
to always let money go. And even for this, trust me, guys,
Yeah.
even for this,
Yeah.
she struggled to always let money go.
My old paradigm.
And I said, honey, if you put in half, or if you put in the whole thing from your taxes,
Yeah.
I will pay half of that. I will give it back to you. My half, I give it.
And he did.
So you only pay half.
And he did.
And that's what I did.
But when I did go,
She didn't believe me. No.
Wait, wait.
Oh, the story's not done yet. Story's not done yet. She didn't believe me. She doubted me. She didn't think I was going to give the money back. Because she's been promised before from ex-boyfriends.
past
Okay, now this is important.
Yeah.
This is important to understand the old paradigm. Because the past experiences of things, you know, getting gunshot, it affects you psychologically
Sure
to
does.
let money go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? So I told her, I said, you do it, yeah, okay, sure, whatever. You know what I mean? But she still did it anyways.
Yep.
And when my taxes came, I came to her and I said, you know what? And with an envelope full of cash, here you go, it's yours. And she was shocked. She goes, wow, you really gave me the money. I'm like, yeah. I told you, as soon as you put in put it in, I'll give you half. And one thing she learned was integrity. What integrity was all about. When I say something,
You mean it?
I commit to it.
That's right.
I commit to it.
But what I was gonna say,
But now you can say that part.
yeah, what I was gonna say, well, it made me fall in love with you all over again too at the same time.
Oh,
So
that's
what
sweet.
happened was, when I did spend that money, because I never really spent that much money, before and invested in myself, let alone my home business, right? Day one, I took it serious and I moved on to the Pro Vault and I started following the modules in the Pro Vault and I started learning and training and being on the pro calls, bringing my work to the pro calls, sitting, one-on-one with Misha. That's the benefits of going pro. And I love the fact that I was the student in class. I was there in the present, bringing my work and showing, Misha Wilson, my copy, my email marketing swipes, stuff that I was working on to, work with the email correspondence and get things going for the follow-up series and working with our short story and our calls to action, showing him our blog, showing him, our images that we're working with. And he was really soaking everything up that we were doing. But one thing that the man knows how to do is he knows how to tweak. And when he sees something that's not right with the right market, he will tell you. And you can't get that at basic. You can't get that at annual. You got to be pro or you got to be Maui.
Pro should be your basic.
Yeah, think of that.
That's what I would say. Pro
Yeah.
should be your basic.
If you want
You know,
that
that's,
kind of
that's how
critique,
serious it is.
if you want that type of support, if you want that kind of coaching, and let alone how much it costs to actually get coaching, let alone that, leverage that time, get your butts to pro, and start bringing your marketing materials because it does no good trying to ask every single member of the Super Affiliate Network what it is they're doing in their marketing because everybody's different. Some people have their own businesses that are here that are marketing to a completely different niche. Misha knows how to tweak it. Because when we went to Maui Intensive, okay, and we spent over $10,000 for Maui Intensive at the time, now the price is up, but this time when we went, we saw every entrepreneur in that room who had a different niche.
Well, no, they're getting more now. It's up now,
Yeah.
but they're getting a lot more now.
I just said that.
Yeah, they're
Listen,
getting a lot more.
So what happened was the individuals there, they all had businesses. And some of them were in the clothing industry. Some of them had health and wellness businesses. Some of them were still in network marketing and MLM, and they were trying to still get their boots wet on that industry. And there was Misha sitting there in the chair, pulling up the information on the screen from his computer, laptop to the big
To the
screen,
big screen, yeah.
and sharing in front of everybody this person's work. And there we were as a class, integrated, helping each other,
Yeah.
giving suggestions. I mean, you don't get this kind of shit. You get this in Maui. So when we were there, we were like in awe, like starstruck by what was being actually occurring in the classroom, what we were doing. Normally people who spend over that much money to go to some kind of retreat, there's all fun and games and having a good time. There's nothing wrong with that, but give me something that I could work with so when I fly back, I'm going to have the results in my business. And that's the way you got to look at when you do invest in pro, that you're going to get results in your business. You're going to be well positioned that you can make enough money. And when you go to Maui Immersion, you're just going to learn even more and you're going to get more of the help with Misha there. But let alone you also are going to experience something because this is the first Maui Immersion event of the Super Affiliate Network 2017. This has never been done. The other thing was last year we did the Maui Intensive. So please understand the differences, Maui Immersion and Maui Intensive. Because Maui Intensive is not free. Maui Immersion is. So don't waste time procrastinating, overthinking, analyzing, and trying to figure out, or making wishful prayers that you wish you were there. Take action. Be resourceful and go. Just go. If it's in here and it's saying I should be there, then go. Like Chrissy, she said I should be at pro by now. She knew right away that if she positioned herself at pro, she can do way, way more.
Oh, yeah.
And she can get more support, to really take her to the next level.
Now we're working with her.
And now we're working with her.
Yep. It's just the beginning.
When you invest in yourself, you'll take it serious.
Yep.
Absolutely. So good work, man. I like that when you talked about the subconscious. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm fascinated
Yeah.
with that stuff. Yeah. Because I look at myself back then, you know, when I was in the band and everything, and I was the one that didn't really speak up. I was the one that was more quiet. And then the night that I walked out of the studio,
Yeah.
I spoke up, and I said, you know what? I said, I don't have to be here. And then when the singer got on the phone with me and was yelling on the top of his lungs, yelling at me, making me really upset, you know what I mean? And I said, you know what? I said, there's no return of the Guzman. Guzman's not coming back to the band. I'm done. And in that moment is when I made that decision to get started online. That was the moment. That should teach you something, because people make buying decisions when they're emotional. It's an emotional buying decision.
It is the old paradigm, because old paradigm for me was getting used to failing, getting used to quitting, getting used to not seeing things all the way through. And for me, I was in network marketing, thinking like, I knew everything, like I was like a big ego that I had, and I learned how to kill that ego and get rid of it. And what happened was, with that ego, all it was doing was just crushing my abilities and my skills that I could have learned, and things that I had in me that was bottled up, and I really didn't have a coach to help fine tune the things that I was good at. He was the one that actually worked with me really hard. Anybody would have been, if I would have been a paying client of his that was acting like me, he would have just been like, nah, take your money and go. I don't want to coach you. But because we were in a relationship, he really took his patience with me.
I have a lot of patience.
He had a lot of patience with me. And I'm glad he never gave up on me. Because of him, I'm here. And I owe that to him, because, I never had anybody that cared about me that much on a business atmosphere, let alone, a partner in life, to do that, to really push you forward, to say, yeah, baby, you could do this. Some of you, you struggle with that.
It wasn't
and you
always
guys,
like that, though.
Yeah, some of you struggle with that.
Yeah.
You don't have spouses that do that.
I sometimes tell you.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
and you have to tell yourself, or you have to come to webinars and trainings like this to get that kind of encouragement, to get in front of a community of like-minded individuals that are sharing the same common interests and thinking and talking this way. You try talking to your family members like this and get their encouragement, and they're gonna look at you like you're crazy, and they're gonna tell you to go back to work.
Well, I separated the relationship
Right.
from the coaching, right? So
Right.
when I coached you, as I would see things happen, there was times that I told you to quit. I told her,
cry.
I said, told you.
I would cry.
You know what I mean?
I remember those days and those nights and those
I felt bad because I was kind of
Yeah.
hard,
Yeah.
but I had to be, because all the old paradigm way of thinking that she had, it was I could see herself self-sabotaging herself right before my eyes. And if I said, oh, it's okay, you know what I mean?
No.
I did do that when the business hours were done, right? But during those hours of operation, when we were working, I was very serious. I was like, this is not for everybody. You know what I mean?
Really not.
And if you can't stick with it, you better quit.
Yeah.
The best thing to do is to quit.
That's why I don't have a problem being hard and giving tough love to students when I talk to them the way I do. Some of them tell me I have a very poor bedside manner. I tell them, fuck it, you have to deal with it, because I'm your coach, and if I'm not this way to you, you won't succeed. You won't make a 5-figure income. You won't make a 6-figure income. You know why? Because you're so used to people telling you what you want to hear. It's time for you to listen to me. I'm your coach, and I'll tell you what you don't want to hear.
Yeah.
The truth.
It's like some people just want to hear things a certain way.
Yeah, and it's like, that's not going to do anything for you.
There's a time to coach in a way like, gratitude, wow, you're doing great, proud of you. But there's other times to get a little bit tough.
Yeah, John Pierre was like that with us, and that's what we are modeling after.
Oh, John Pierre was tough.
He was tough with us, and he's got a sweet side of him and everything, but don't let that fool you, because when it comes to business, he knows how to be strategic. He understands, what it means to, get people across the finish line, what it takes, and, he will do whatever it takes to get you there, but he can only do so much. It's you who is the other part of the formula. You have to take massive action. When he puts you on a plan, you need to follow that plan through.
Exactly.
And that's what we had to do.
Exactly.
To get to where we are at the top.
Yeah.
Because we followed the plan through. And you know, it cracked me up because we were talking earlier today, and he was talking about it. I remember him saying that. I remember you saying that you wanted to make history. You know, I never said that before with confidence and belief. I had doubt in the past in my old paradigm, and when I said it to him when I first joined the Super Affiliate Network, that was my goal. That was my first main goal, was to say, you know what, John Pierre, Bisha Wilson, Charlie, we're gonna make history. When we come in this thing, you watch, we're gonna be the top #1 super affiliates in this company. We're gonna be awesome, man. We're gonna make this company blow the hell up in less than a year. You watch. People thought I was bullshitting. And then I was just like, am I bullshitting myself or am I believing what I'm actually saying? And I put it out there. And
Vibration.
I put that out there with full force, full intention. It was
Vibration.
out crystal clear. And what did we do? We made history.
And we're not done yet.
And we are not done
We
yet.
got a
We
lot
got
more to do.
more to do. And the more we keep bringing to
We
you
got
guys,
a lot more to grab underneath our arms and bring you guys with us.
Yeah, you guys are on, on our team, and whoever teams you're on, I just want to encourage the leaders to spread your wings even wider. Start growing and start, getting ready to leap off the nest and stop depending on, your sponsors, and start building that strength and confidence like I just talked about. Make history and grow your wings. You got to learn to fly, man. You got to learn to fly. Eagles fly. They're leaders. You want to make sure you turn into that eagle. You want to fly. You want to be able to grow your wings and fly. Do not be codependent on anybody. Okay? You want this bad enough, you figure it out.
Yeah. There's the old saying I heard. What was the saying? I believe if you never quit, you'll figure it out.
We've been told that multiple times.
It's so true.
Yeah.
And we're starting to figure this out.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
We really are.
And we haven't even tapped into the other stuff that we have to do.
No.
So,
But it's already halfway mark. Let's see these comments here, and then I guess we'll open up for Q&A.
yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Love the hearts, guys. Thank you for the likes, the love. Thank you.
So Chrissy says, had to spend $2,000 on the last one and nothing came out of it. But you know what? I am here now.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Watch this, girl.
It's
Watch
true.
her.
Keep an eye on Chrissy. Yes.
Robert, soon.
Soon. Well, you put it out there. Let's see. Who else?
Chrissy says again, think of this. What would happen if you're annual and you have 4 pro sales? You just lost $4,000.
You're right, Chrissy. And it has happened before
Yes.
to other members who just didn't position themselves in time when we told them to. And, when you're running solo ads like that with a system like this, that's pretty much like butter.
Amber says, I went from a dollar trial to pro in 8 days.
Way to go, Amber.
That's about,
It's the right mindset.
that's about the same.
It's about the same as us.
As us, yeah.
Right mindset.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Awesome. And Chrissy says again, I know I made the right choice.
That's right. And Bonnie. What did Bonnie say? Bonnie. Hi, Bonnie. My spouse is amazing too. Would love it. What was that?
Would love it if he was in the biz, but he's not.
I understand. I was the same way before, Bonnie, when I was, when I was married, before Rich, before Angel was born, previous life, old paradigm. I had an unsupportive spouse. And, what happened was, as he tried to encourage me and things like that, I didn't believe him. And, unfortunately, that relationship, definitely didn't work out, and I was married, so I divorced him. But more reason when you have somebody like that does support you, then it's a blessing. And if they can do anything, they don't have to be in the business to support you. Just to let alone of, hey, hon, and you encourage them by saying, hey, hon, had a great day at Super Affiliate Network today, man. Bonnie, you just pulled in a first sale, or you pulled in, a Maui, just sharing your successes and your results. Oh, I just pulled in, 20 leads today. Little results, that will turn big, okay? You need to share the journey with them, even if they don't understand it.
Yeah.
Just share the journey. You don't need nobody's approval. Just share the journey.
Daryl says, today is a busy Facebook Live day. I think this is my 4th or 5th today.
Oh my gosh, Daryl.
Whoa. I think he found his niche.
I think so
Nice.
too. Yeah, he's getting better on camera. So yeah, if you have an supportive
Amber says
spouse
guys
or
always
anything-
have nice hair.
Oh my gosh. So listen.
I'm not cutting it. I'm letting it grow.
So we'll see about that and see what happens in Maui.
I'm like a surfer dude in Maui.
Oh gosh. So if you have a supportive spouse, that's great. It's a blessing to have somebody like that. They don't have to be in your business. They just need to know what's going on.
My kid Marcos just gave you like 20 thumbs up. That's Billy.
Hey Billy, thank you very much, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Marcos.
Thank you, Marcos. Haven't seen him in a while, right? That name, wow.
I think about myself. That's his kid.
Yeah.
Donna.
What else? Compound effect, yeah. What else?
And Robert goes compound.
Yeah.
compound.
Jennifer Ann, what did she say?
I skipped pro and went intensive right away. I saw the value immediately. Woo!
Massive action.
Man,
That's what we're talking about.
I bow to you.
Yes. Very good. Very good. That's good for you because what you just did, who was that?
Jennifer Ann.
Jennifer, babe, what you just did, your team members are going to be inspired by that movement. And what you're leading is an incredible movement of leadership that your team members are going to do the same damn thing that you did. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. People don't do what you say, guys. They do what you do.
Crystal Curtis said, I skipped the annual trial and jumped into Maui. Wow, look at that.
Another one, Crystal.
I have
All
heard
right.
of Misha in the previous business and had to jump in, started with the solo access formula.
Yes. Please understand the power behind the
Awesome.
solo access
Awesome.
formula. And Crystal did, she bought right into the solo access formula. Misha was presenting it, saw the value in
Amazing.
it. Next thing you know it, she saw Sam. And she had to get into this. Guys, don't underestimate selling the solo access formula. It's another product you can sell to, and it's another gateway to get into Sam.
I don't know. SC Newton
SC Newton.
says, I am new. And what is the difference between pro and intensive? Okay, pro is you get to have Misha, look over your work on a webinar type of platform. Intensive, you go down there in person and you're there for a few days with him, opening up your work, him side by side, walking you through everything, telling you what to do, telling you what to change. It's a whole nother level.
He basically is
Whole nother
doing a
level.
whole step from A to Z of putting together your seven-figure ecosystem.
Plus a lot more surprises, but I don't want to spoil it.
No. And not only that, but also there is a difference between immersion and intensive because immersion, you're not positioned to earn any high-ticket commissions. In intensive, you can earn up to $3,500 commissions per set.
Crystal, find out who your coach is and let them know that you want that done for you service. I believe it's in when you go to Maui Immersion that they have that. So when you go to get your ticket and then you get it back, I believe that's an upsell to do the done for you system.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Yeah,
might want to look into that because it's going to be
Look on the page.
more of a discount if you do it that way.
Yeah, definitely look on the page for that.
So if you want, just go to richguzman.com and sign up to the Maui Immersion. Get over there and do your done for you system. Plus, we'd love to see you there. All right.
All right, guys. So if you have any questions, we have some time. Go ahead and ask us some questions. We'll be more than happy to answer them for
Yeah,
you.
we got about 15 minutes. So let's get these questions out of the way. Love the hearts. Love the thumbs up.
I know, I do too.
So nice.
So who's got a question? What do you want to know?
Questions.
My favorite color?
questions.
My favorite color.
Yeah, we have two different ways of actually teaching. Anastasia is a little bit different because, she's from Jersey. In Jersey, people are a little more brash in Jersey, okay? And you tend to be a little more brash and stuff like that, and sometimes that's good because you get to actually, you know, go right for the jugular, right? And then people just like wake up and they're like, oh, you know what I mean? So that's why it's been working out really good for her. Everybody's different, right?
Yeah.
So try to find your knack and how you do things, and be yourself.
Yeah.
You know, be yourself.
Absolutely.
With solo ads, is it best to do it on a weekly basis? I have been doing every other week, mainly because of budget. Cool. See, I did the same thing. Right? Every 2 weeks. That is Jennifer Ann.
Okay, so Jennifer Ann.
I did this in the beginning as well because of budget purposes. I did like a little bit in the beginning of the month. Then I did it every 2 weeks, right? Then I did it every week. So if you're doing, let's see, let's say that you're spending, 200 clicks, right? Which is like 80, 90 bucks, on average. So you do that for the first, twice a month, right? Then you up it to like every week. Then you do twice a week, 2 vendors a week, right? That's why I like doing that first 4 vendors is important, right? But if you're starting out that way, it's good to do, in the beginning, if budget's like that scarce, I did it like, 1 solo ad for the month. And then the following month I did like every 2 weeks, and then every week, and then 2 solo ad vendors a week, okay? And that just overlaps each other, and then the popcorn effect can kick in.
Right.
So,
Yes.
It's really cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Another question.
This is ClickMagic and Infusion question. What are the numbers? Why are the numbers different sometimes? With Infusionsoft, and it depends on what you're reading on ClickMagic versus Infusionsoft. Because Infusionsoft, you're going to see like you can click on it and click on it and click on it and click on it, and it's going to show it and all that kind of stuff. But with ClickMagic, if you look at the UC, which is unique clicks, if you're using ClickMagic, that's what you want to go by. You don't want to go by the TC, which is total clicks, because that's what Infusionsoft tells you. Okay? You want to look at, if you're using ClickMagic, look at UC, unique clicks. Okay? That's why you're getting different readings.
Go back to SC Newton. You skipped him. SC Newton says.
Okay, she said, he said, if I decided to go pro from the annual, which I just joined days ago, do I pay for annual to go pro, or do I lose that money? No, there's a window. Get with your coach immediately if you can. There is a window. I think it's 7 days. I'm not sure.
You're not quite sure about the actual number, but if you're still brand new and you want to go straight to pro, make sure you definitely contact your coach. Skype them immediately.
Yeah, because that way, if you're in that window, what will happen is you'll get that annual invested back in a pro, so you save money. Okay.
Right.
So you're not going to lose.
You're not paying like the full $24.90.
Right. You're not going to lose.
Yeah.
You're not going to lose what you put in when you first went annual.
Next question. Billy?
How do you keep scaling if you're not
skipping? Billy is next.
What are you doing in between solo ad campaigns? Very good question.
What are we doing in between solo ad campaigns? I like that question.
Well, there's no between. Everything's running simultaneously.
Yeah.
We're doing our Instagram, and we're doing Facebook, our Facebook Lives. We get signups through our Facebook Lives. And we are working on doing more paid marketing with Facebook.
I have not blogged, guys. I have taken a break from blogging.
We are going to be going back to blogging.
But we will.
Because part of the
we're transitioning. Yeah.
Part of the training that we're doing with the new Facebook course that we purchased, we're going to have to do some blogging and stuff like that with Facebook.
But it's not going to be as much needed like we did before when we first started in blogging, a few years ago.
Twice a day. Oof.
Twice a day blogging, word count of over 1,000 words.
We're probably going to start out 1 blog post a week, but boost it as far as I know so far.
And sharing it with our email list and subscribers as well.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So, but the content's going to change, like from our last content.
And in between, when you say in between solo ads, while that is all running simultaneously, we're still doing Facebook Lives like this every day.
Facebook Lives.
Almost every day we do them.
I'm constantly working on my Instagram. We're following. What else? I mean, that's what we do.
Next question. Time is the essence.
And our YouTube gets leads too. So.
Amber's next.
How do you keep scaling if you're not earning? I made 18 sales so far, but only 2 of that payment actually went through. Welcome to the home-based business industry. That's what happens, my dear. When you are actually running traffic, when you're investing in your ads, that's why the numbers are so important and the consistency is so important, right?
Right.
That's why when we first started, same thing. It still happens to us. I'll look at what's going on with the sales, and I'll see the ledger. It'll be different from what's coming in the link tracking stats, right? Or ClickMagic. So totally normal, okay? What I like to do, we like to do, I know Anastasia's really good at this, is that she likes to follow up with people as soon as they come in and get connected with them, establish a relationship. If you can't establish that relationship, it's okay. People just don't answer sometimes.
Like today, I saw a pro come in. I haven't even done a meet and greet with the guy, and I'm like, damn, he got in at basic and then went straight to pro, and I haven't even met him yet.
Right.
So I sent a follow-up email from my email saying, okay, this is awesome, you're on our team, you're pro, that's cool, but can we get like a meet and greet together first? Because I would like to work with you, But he's a foreigner. So sometimes that happens, and you know what? It's just luck of the draw. But I never stopped following up. I sent him a personal Facebook message, whether it's in the other inbox or in the inbox currently, it don't matter. But I'm gonna get his attention eventually.
Sooner or later, it's gonna happen.
It's just never stop. You know what I mean? Just don't stop until they either unsubscribe, cancel, or die. I mean, I'm just being straight. Hey, that's what Dagan Smith said. Dagan Smith was like, you gotta email follow-up people until they unsubscribe, cancel, or they pass away.
Yeah, I mean, it's, honestly, Amber, I know what you mean about, what you're asking here because, we go through the same thing.
Yes.
And we just stay consistent and we find the diamonds in the rough.
Yes.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we do. We find the diamonds in the rough.
Another thing you can do, Amber.
That helps really grow your business when the consistency is in place. And we go through the junk, we go through the dirt, we go through the crap, and we find the diamonds in the rough.
Not only that, but you guys can save yourselves a lot of time. When you're first getting your first couple of sales, especially if you get to like your first 5 to 10 sales, Amber, I hope you have this, your own Facebook group, team group.
Yeah.
I can't stress this enough, and I will be speaking about this in Maui at the immersion on stage. You gotta have a Facebook team group, so that way now what you're doing in your DMO is as somebody signs up, you're gonna be bringing them immediately into your Facebook team group, okay? And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna provide value and content to them and keep them in line of, oh, guys, don't forget pro meeting this time, such and such. Guys, don't forget, we got a Maui immersion meeting over here. Oh, Inner Circle, 9 p.m. Monday. Like, you got your stuff laid out, and it's real organized so that the team members understand that you're the leader and they should be doing what you're doing and following along. And you can also celebrate your new member's success, their first sale. Celebrate it in the group. Do your Facebook Lives to the group, right? From your fan page to the group. When they start seeing you more like this, because this is what we do in our team group, I started teaching this to all my other guys and leaders, and I said, guys, make sure you get your own Facebook group going. And Stacey Haynes, she did it. Right? Chrissy's doing it. Like, they're creating their own Facebook team group so that they always don't have a problem with missing contact with their new members. Yeah. Because this is where I find my potential pros, is from the group.
Because you're constantly connecting.
Yeah.
And you're building that long-term relationship, strong relationship, right?
Yeah.
And it becomes more real.
Yes.
More tangible.
And you could quickly poll your group and just say, hey guys, who finished the modules? Are you on phase 1? Okay, who finished, check off who finished phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. And I poll my team and I go, okay, who finished, so that I know who's actually working and who's not.
Right.
And I can see. And then I go, okay, once I see the list, like I did recently, I did this actually a couple weeks ago. I polled my team and I said, who finished the modules? And I saw a lot of members that are still stuck and haven't really given it much thought to continue and finish the modules. So I reached out to them in the group by tagging their name. So, for example, not saying that it's him, but I'll say, for example, @Daryl Titter, hey, great, you're almost done. Make an appointment with me when you finish. Like, I can do that in the group. So that's helpful, okay?
Yep, keep them all in one place.
Yeah.
So now, thank you for that. Good stuff. You're doing a great job from SC Newton. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Appreciate that. And
great to have you here, SC Newton. It is your first time, and you know what? I'm pretty sure you are actually enjoying yourself and really having a great experience compared to, you know, what you've seen or heard, because this community really cares.
Amber says, great metaphor, Ace. Also, Amber said, awesome value tonight. Thank you, Amber. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Yeah, go ahead, make your Facebook group. Don't get too fancy with it and do all that. You don't really need to do that. You just need a quick image for a timeline cover and just get some content up there and put a pin post with a welcome video. Have you come on video and say, hey, welcome to, Amber's team. Welcome to my team. Give your team a name if you want to, however you want to go about it. We created our own team name because that brand is going to be an actual future product of SANS. So we called ours Freedom by Design Academy. So that's our brand. That's what we did. And now, with all the people there, they're pretty much case studies. So we're going to use that for our future product.
Now, this is cool, as Stacy said. You all can take a look at my team group page as an example. Ace helped me with it. It's called Team Hohen. And
Team Hain.
Team Hain, I'm sorry. But I can't even post my own group right now.
Because you're in Facebook
Facebook
jail.
jail
Yeah.
She went too fast. We know about
she
it.
did.
Yeah.
But you know what I did? I went out on my way, and this is another thing about, basic, exceptional customer service, guys. Case point example, Stacy Hain, she was clicking away too fast, posting her posts too fast. Facebook slammed the cuffs on her, put her in Facebook jail.
That happened to
for a
us in the
while.
past.
And she needed to welcome a new member who went pro, and she couldn't. So she reached out to me and told me this situation. I said, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll go ahead and welcome them in, no problem. But I'll tag you to let them know that you're their member. You're their sponsor, and I'm just helping you out. I didn't say that she was in Facebook jail or anything like that. I didn't even make that known. It's nobody's business. But what I did was I put it out there like that. So if you want to provide exceptional customer service, go above and beyond when you can for your members. As long as they're providing and showing work and they're doing what they need to do, I don't mind giving them an extra boost or extra hand like that. That's just another way of just stepping it up and going above and beyond, like what Misha talks about that we do.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's see. Chrissy says, yes, awesome value as always. I see Newton, you will love it here. Yes, she will.
You will love it here.
We're a loving community.
We're fun. A lot of fun.
Chrissy also says, thank you guys, with a heart. Love the heart. And then she's like, oh no, Facebook jail.
Yeah, Facebook jail is no joke. If you're going real fast, they will slap the cuffs on you.
All right, guys, with that being said, it is 10 o'clock. And this Inner Circle is a wrap.
Thank you guys for your questions, your engagement, your loves, your likes, your hearts. I'm glad you guys got a lot of value today out of this Inner Circle. You learned a lot. Take what we said, take what Rich said, seriously, build your business, guys. It can happen for you just like it happened for us, and we are not untouchable. If you want to reach out to us, just make an appointment, because, our time is real limited. We can't answer everybody's questions. So this is why we put together the Freedom by Design hot seat coaching call every Friday at 4 p.m. so that you can come to that. It's open to any team member, all team members, public. It doesn't really matter whose team you're on. And that way you can just go ahead and ask us your questions. I think that'll help out a lot.
Yep.
So 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check your time zones. Make sure you come Friday at the Freedom by Design fan page. That's our fan page. AR Freedom by Design when you check it. And come. All right? Bring your questions. It's better that way.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Appreciate you. We'll see you soon. My voice is starting to get a little bit raspy.
Mm-hmm.
And see you next week.
All right. See you guys next week. Bye.
And Friday.
Bye.